quite soon we realised that the world of Richard II is very different to the world of Henry IV, Part 1 and 2. For a designer's point of view, it's a much sort of broader canvas, if that makes sense. Henry IV is colloquial. There's one brilliant bit with these two carriers or porters, market porters, who talk about, you know, how you don't want to stay in that hotel. The beds are covered in fleas, and they lift up and show all their flea bites. And it's stuff like that that immediately feeds a designer's imagination and goes, no, this is a real world. It's a world where you have to present a reality of what it is to be on those streets, in those taverns. We use this word earthy a lot, you know, it's much more kind of rooted in a kind of reality. So it sort of just had to be a bit grubbier. But Henry IV, as Shakespeare wrote it, doesn't really take place in the period that Henry IV lived. He was writing it as a contemporary play, he just happened to say it was about Henry IV. So from a designer's point of view too, you kind of go, well, that lets me have a bit of a license. I'm not just creating a historically accurate world of Henry IV. And it means, therefore, that you do allow a certain amount of sort of contemporary ideas creep into the design, regardless of the period, in order just to let them inhabit it a bit more. So having set up this world of thinking, right, the tavern is sort of the centre of this play, it seemed right to try and give a sense of this kind of wooden courtyard. And for me, what my big obsession, certainly working in the new RST, is to kind of blur the line between what is a set and what is the reality of the audience. You eventually find a sort of style, I suppose, that works for you, and there's a certain sort of language, a vocabulary for the clothes that give it a sort of coherent look, a coherent world. Because in the end, that's what your job is as a designer, to create a believable world.